Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Bass Bonsai in the house, trying out our new rod and reel combos, mainly trying out some of our new rods, Carbon Light 2.0s, and then our reels, the Acura and the Micro Monster, right? Buckle up and hang on, I can assure you it's going to be a good one. Let's go. Get a chance, I'll do a proper intro. It's still kind of dark. Here is our imitation bait that just has sucked since day one of getting it, but if you can tell, I roughened it up on the bottom some just to give it that old nasty look that sometimes makes a bait work better, right? So let me get it rigged up if I can. Well, so we're trying out a couple things. We're trying to make this bait work, but we're also trying out our new Acura reel with 15-pound line. All right, one last cast for Topwater, and then I'm going to rig up a chatterbait on this. And we get some kind of action on it, hopefully. Be able to test out our 18-pound purple line, our reel. We already know the Sharp's a good rod, right? All these rods are good, these purple rods, the Sharp, the Quick, and the Feeling, but the Feeling I like the best of all of them. It just does, well, okay, one more cast. It just tends to do a better job, I guess, in what it's intended for me. And it has the right, I guess, softness. Oh! Blew up on that bait. I did not get a great hook set. That is not a giant, but that is a good hit on our Topwater. Oh, that is a nice chunk. Look at that fish. Oh, barely hooked. He got that middle, now he's got the front and the middle hook, I think. All right, we got our first real good Topwater fish on this bait. Oh, hit the boat. I felt like that drag was just a touch loose. We got him on 15. That is a chunk. That is a 2.5, 3 pounder. Okay. All right. Got a pick of that beautiful bass. Do you guys want to know what it weighs? About 3 pounds, I'm going to call it. And we're going to see if it'll jump. Whoa. Come on. Nope. Boom, gone. All right. Well, I have no idea for sure if that did a lot or not, nothing at all, but that fish ate that bait up. Party started with this orange. Now, last time I was here, it wasn't working, but the time before, that was the color of choice. Got a fish on the first cast, and I did not get a good hook set. Let's just see how well. Oh, do not come off our reel and rod. This rod, I don't want to talk too good about it. Get in here. Oh my goodness, right off the bat. First cast with chatterbaits, and that's why I throw them. This thing's got a nice fat lip too. Look at that gorgeous fish. My goodness. First cast. Whew. Look at that. Let's get a shot of that in case I need it for a header. Look at that. Whee! Right off the bat, we are on it with chatterbaits. This is that reel that's a little tight. It's the 8-to-1. So we're going to get some use out of it today. Try to get it broke in a little bit more and hopefully catch a fish or 500 on it. And I'm going to break this out. I'm still not sure what I'm going to throw on it. There's our reel we didn't even want with the shallow spool. That's the micro fly or micro monster on the feeling. So might rig up some little chatterbaits on it too, and a shaky head. Just after a few minutes. Got one. Oh, a little bitty. All right, a couple casts in with a different color, but we have moved on down the bank. Nice chunk. He's kind of white looking. All right, well, let's go. Chatterbaits are working. Our chatterbait rod is doing excellent work. I hate to talk too good about it. The reel's quiet, way quieter than it was. Still has that little bit, but that chatterbait gets pretty rattly. If you guys remember, I took this apart. I got another one. That wasn't a great hook set. Oh, that's a little dude, not even a bass. That's a crappie. I took this reel apart, kind of just to get it to stop chattering as much on a chatterbait. But while I had it apart and I had the bearings just sitting there, I added the, one bearing on each side of the worm gear. Not that it even really needed it, it just I had it all apart and saw the bushings and I had the bearings. So why not? And I will be comparing it to the other one that I have not done that to yet, that I felt was a better reel right out of the box. What am I feeling? That's one. See if it stays on. Do not come off. Nice chunk. Finally got one in. What do you guys think? Whee! Nice pound and a half. Still a little up in the air on this setup. Just a good old-fashioned black and blue. Probably more black than blue. Let's just try that. All right, just a good old black and blue. All right, now, okay, actual jackhammer, 3/8 ounce. Gonna rig this little dude up on it, just to give it little kick, but it's still small enough. Slender enough to let it move around. So let's see if we can actually get on a fish with this rod and reel. Uh-oh, right at the boat. Oh my gosh, that's a better fish. Right at the boat. come off. Oh yeah, oh, that's a nice chunk. On our first fish on our new rod is like excellent. Oh, look at that. Let's see if we can get this one in. Guess proof you don't need 15-pound test. That's a good 3-pounder. Solid chunk. Get over here. Oh man, that is a 4-pounder, I think. Jeez. Right at the boat, right where it was supposed to be, top of the mouth. That fish I think's been hooked before. That was with the, that's a jackhammer though, 3/8 ounce. That was pretty awesome. All right, everybody, look at that huge giant bass. Do you guys want to weigh it? No. I think it's huge. Okay. Keep old girl wet. Hope she don't shake out of my hand. I heard one of you guys say you wanted to weigh it. You want to weigh old girl, so we're going to weigh old girl. Don't kick. Don't jump. 4, just like I called it, 4.5 pounds. I actually called it 4. That is a giant largemouth bass. On our new to us Bass Pro Shops. That thing is huge. All right, girl, come on. There you go. There you go. Woo! Guess what? Bass Bonsai, back on it, back on fire. Did you guys ever doubt me for picking up this rod? Huh? I was like, we'll try it. So 6'6", medium light, 10-pound braid. That's Probero's 10-pound blue camo. That is, as always, P-line original. That is the true jackhammer. If you guys can see the, I'll try to show you. 3/8 ounce jackhammer with our little baby Rage Menace. And that sucker, she hit right at the boat. And I'd been contemplating different colors, and I don't know, sometimes it's hard to go wrong with white, especially when there's crappie in a place. That white or white speckled chatterbait. But this is that was a definite right at the boat. Kind of just, you know, as long as everything's set right, drag. Got a good hook set. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what it is about these carbon lights, these 2.0 rods. When you fill them, I guess it's one of those things, it's kind of like the Aldebarans. Once you get out and fishing with them, then you understand. Like, I'll be honest, in the store, it takes a hard filling, and when you're comparing them a lot of times to other rods, it's like they're not as sensitive as other rods. They're not this or that, but they just have this, I don't even know what you call it, the action is like almost perfect for that. It's not really a full flex, it's like the whole rod. I don't know, it's hard to explain. So far though, that's only one fish on this rod, but after having the 6'9" medium heavy for like an all-around chatterbait, that thing just has a better hookup percentage than all the other chatterbait rods I've used. It's just one hits it, even if you don't get the exact, you know, right hook set, it just seems like it works. So that's what I'm hoping this rod is for just other, you know, smaller stuff. Like, yes, as you can see, we can do it, but I don't really intend to catch, you know, constantly use this for chatterbaits, although it does feel pretty nice. It feels like it needs a slower reel on it. Definitely feels like I need a 7-to-1, and I may try that. I guess I could just put one of those Acuras on here, because that was the plan. Put one of the deeper Acuras on here, and I still will at some point. But since I still have this Aldebaran 22, I figured I'd get some use out of it. I mean, it looks good. It works. Everything's fine. It works good. It's just, it's for what I'm planning on throwing with this rod, it's kind of overkill as far as you know, a $300 reel that can throw crazy lightweight that I don't really need. But hey, if it's working while you got it, use it. Well, on the flip side to that, this color definitely isn't working. So we're going to try our other reel, but we're going to rig up a little bit different. We're going to get a white head. That is not the sharpest. Okay, hang on, bear with me. I need to sharpen that one. This one's sharp, but I don't like that bait. Hang on. I think this is a more accurate size. So we're going to rig this guy up. Now what I'm going to try to do is rig it, this tail down. And somebody somewhere is going, oh, that's way wrong. But what I'm trying to do is keep this up here chattering and this down here where it's more in a not getting disturbed as much by the blade, so I'm hoping it'll kick harder. I may have to re-rig it real quick, but that's kind of intentional, putting it way off at an angle like that. So I just want to try it on our little filling here. Let's see if we can catch one on this. What are the odds? Throw right out here. Oh, right there. Hang on. I'm going to try to catch a crappie right out here. I can hear him. We're going to take a break from bass fishing. Right out here somewhere I just saw. Oh, there's a little peck. Casts very well. There we go. Stay on. Crappie, I bet. Run out. Don't walk. Run out and buy some of your micro chatterbaits for crappie jigs, right? Sucker. Oh, it crossed his eyes. Look at that. Woo! There we go. Right by that wood. Come on. There. Oh, that was a knee jerk. You guys could tell by the way I set that. I felt it and just yanked. Okay. That fish got bigger. Stay on. It's gonna jump. Oh, that's a gigantic bass. Stay on. That fish. I don't know if you guys saw that. I yanked and then yanked continued on over this mount. Oh, stay on. That is a 5 or 6. Come on. He's just taking us wherever he wants to run. Black and blue, stay on. Oh God, that's gigantic. It's barely hooked. Oh my God, it's going right by the, no. I don't want to let him jump. No, he's barely hooked. Oh, come here. Come here, oh, it's barely hooked. Get, oh my, gigantic. Holy cow, that fish is short, but like 6 pounds, I bet. Oh, look at that hook. That is why this is my favorite chatterbait rod. 6'9". Look at that gigantic fish. Oh my God. Look how huge that is. Let's just weigh it real quick before I do anything else, before it picks. Oh my God. Hang on. Look at that. Oh boy. That hook, I give that up to the rod. Whew. Look at that. Zeroed out. Let's get her wet one more time. Just to add a little bit something to it. Oh, come on. 5, 6. Did you guys see that? 6 pounds even. I knew that fish weighed 6 pounds. That is a short fish. Oh my God, hang on. Everybody, there she is. That is a 6 pound giant. If you guys can make that fish out. We're gonna see if she'll jump. Yeah, I know. This, you guys want to give her a kiss for luck. I can't kiss her, I got cooties. Yes, I've been under the weather. I've been under the weather. And swam up. But I'm back. Back in full effect. And yes, this stuff on my face is nasty. Whew. Best fishing trip ever. Real quick, last time I was here, I actually had COVID. I have COVID right now. I don't really have it. It's been over a week. But yeah, I was down for the count. I came out here, got real weak anyway. Had COVID, been over a week now. Have not been out of the house. This is the first day out. Still don't feel 100%, but I'm getting there. That fish came right over here on our favorite rod and reel for chatterbait. Just after catching that 4.5 pounder on our other carbon light. These are awesome rods. Right. That was awesome. Put you guys back on the chesty, see if we can get out here and catch some more largemouth bass. Well, I was just starting to talk how, like, well, maybe I need to throw that white one since it's caught the biggest fish of the day, but then good old black and blue pulls in a monster. And you can kind of see why. Why do you ever not throw black and blue, right? Sometimes just throwing multiple colors, getting different colors out there, you never know. That fish that hit the black and blue may not have hit a white, and the one that hit the white may not have hit a black and blue. But I like anytime that you have a shallow bank, which we do here, and the wind's blowing in on it. Earlier morning, it's just now, not quite 9 a.m. That's why typically in a lot of the water I fish is so gunky. It's hard to throw any kind of weight on bottom. But sometimes you can throw these jigs out, little finesse jigs, and just swim them slow. Almost creeping them on bottom. I'm bound and determined to catch a fish on this rod, and I might have to put a chatterbait on it to do it. Probably gonna have to put a chatterbait on it to do it. Let's try just swimming it. I don't know if I was gun shy on that one or if I actually had a fish. Let's try swimming it. Rod tip up. Swimming a finesse jig. Got the little flappers to be flapping. There we go. Just swimming it. Well, that was easy enough. Definitely had him pegged. Got a little something. Dude. Ha. I think I've got the drag just a hair loose. That little crappie definitely. Oh man. Oh, how'd I get bloody? Already bleeding. Only downside to our baby rage menace. Few fish, new bait. I do have a don't worry, you guys know me, I got an AliExpress knockoff version for $3 a pack. I can't remember how many come in it. For $6 you get 9 of these. There's another fish. We are on a crappie bite. That's a good chunk. That's a big crappie. There ain't no. Look at that. That is a good chunk. Come on now. We don't want to be wasting our baits though on crappie. Now the next thing I'll do, I do have some white zinkers. I'll cut one down, put on it, just to see if that will work. And then so we don't have to waste any more soft plastics. Got another little one. Well, white chatterbait is tearing up the crappie. I know what somebody's thinking. Okay, got you guys over there, chesty off. We are just gonna work out of this shallow area. There's no wind. Showing black and blue chatterbait. Turned up in there to the shadows, but still shaded. But we're going to get back out there. I think where that wind's at, we'll be able to get on stuff with either a rattle trap, jabberjaw, or possibly still chatterbait. Try to catch one more chatterbait bass. Should be able to catch one more right up here. And we'll put an end to this video. We'll go to regular during the day type stuff. Oh, no wonder. I don't know, maybe you guys are unlucky on that side because I'm just trying to catch one more fish. Well, trying to catch one more chatterbait bass to wrap up this little morning. It's not even 10 a.m. yet. Feels awesome out here right now. So, before I get back to the truck to get my long sleeves on, and we're going to make a whole nother video. Try to catch a showstopper to end this morning. Couldn't have asked for a better morning. So even if we don't catch that showstopper, hoping once we got a little bit of shaded area, and then we have this whole bank over here. There's something swirling right there. What is that? There's a swirl going on right over here. Try to slow down. Oh, what that is. There's definitely something going on right over here. But we have multiple targets. I got shade line right here. So I got shade right here. Try to hit it. And there should be a fish right in here. This is the worst little cutout that I've ever seen here. This cutout never produces fish like you would think. Right here, this point does sometimes. Okay, so we got the shade. There we go. I did not get a great hook set. Hopefully that's all I need though. Oh, this rod. Yes, yes, yes. Showstopper, you betcha. So, and look, he choked that thing. He definitely is eating it. Oh my goodness. So there we have it. Black and blue for the win. Whee! That dude was a jumper. All right, guys, get out of here. Go bass bonsai somewhere else. Hopefully you liked that video. Kind of reestablished what we already knew. Black and blue, cannot hardly go wrong with the black and blue chatterbait. Awesome rods, right? This is definitely my favorite rod and reel combo for chatterbaits. My favorite reel, period. Rod, for chatterbaits, yes. I don't know as far as overall rod possibility, because as we found out today, this one is also an awesome rod too, right? But anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, help share the channel. Whatever you do, make sure you get out and have fun doing it. I'm out of here. Stay tuned. As you can see, we've got a nice wind blowing. I'm going to go put on my long sleeve so I don't have to put on sunscreen. I'm going to come back out here, and then we will... I'm not going to stop with chatterbaits, but I'm going to bring out... I haven't even thrown a rattle trap or the... We haven't needed to. I've just been playing around with the bottom bouncing deal to try out our jig rod, but I haven't really needed anything other than chatterbaits. But I'm gonna bring out the jabberjaw and the rattle traps and chatterbaits and anything else I think may hit. Maybe try a few different soft plastics jigs. Hit the windy side, the dam, this point again, and try to catch some more fish. Thanks for watching, guys. Come on. Started swimming it. Oh, that's a nice little chunk. That dude, I was just going slow, pecking it off the bottom. I started swimming it and he just killed it. Get in here. So, did that in the other video too a couple times. Seems like today anyway, they want a little bit more of a moving bait rather than just bouncing it dead on bottom. Let's try the jabberjaw right out here. Got something. That's a nice chunk. I think that's a big crappie. I can't tell, but I think that is a big crappie. Oh my God, don't come off. That is a huge crappie. The jabberjaw right up against the bank. Look at that thing. My goodness. That is a giant crappie. You guys want to weigh a crappie? Look at this. That is a huge crappie. Look at that mouth. Let's keep the boat back. Just because the scale's right here. Look at that. 1 pound, 4 ounce crappie. That is gigantic. That is a beast. Whee! He needs a jumper. These Acuras may be better fit for not necessarily only like 10-pound tests, but you know, on a little bit lighter rods. But you never know. I'm gonna try this one out on this one with rattle traps, and might throw a jabberjaw again, even though I think the jabberjaw's off. I should be able to get a fish or two. It'd probably be crappie. So there we go. Crappie, I should have been crappie fishing. Once 10 a.m. rolled around, actually before, about 9:30. I should have switched to crappie and started keeping them. I could have had a mess. That's probably 10 crappie we've caught today. And there's something right under this boat. I'm just telling you guys. I keep